The realist, Viddal Riley, joins us today. Now, how are you, Viddal?
Yeah.
Good to see you. It's been an interesting couple of weeks for you because you've had your win, then you've had a little bit of an explosive post-fight interview with Isaac Chamberlain, and then he came on this very set last week and lit another fire.
Yeah, I think he actually came on there and embarrassed himself because he's become a meme now based on his bolognese and spaghetti comment. But yeah, he's definitely wild up. He's definitely, you know, promoting the fight and pushing the fight. And that's what we want because it is a very big fight between me and Isaac.
Well, looking at the post-fight interview now, it sort of blew up, didn't it? I think there's a narrative that we didn't want to get Chev Clark involved, and that's why we cut away from that, which I can assure everybody that that's not the case. But there is a very interesting dynamic here. If you are going to fight Isaac Chamberlain, he would have to give up his British title because Chev Clark is the mandatory. What do you think is going to happen? And can that fight with you and Isaac happen next? Do you think it will happen next?
I think it should happen next. I think it will happen next if he goes ahead and relinquishes the belt. You know, there's a lot of talking that he's done. We've done a lot of back and forth on socials, but the fact of the matter is the fight can't happen until he decides to give up that belt. So when we hear, you know, officially I'm relinquishing, I'm a free man now and we can fight, then I'll get excited. But until then, it's just a lot of talk and banter.
Yeah, it is just talk at this stage. But when he came in and did his talking, he didn't have too many positive things to say about your performance or your ability as a fighter. What's your response to all of what he had to say?
I feel like Isaac's saying what he should say. You know, as the enemy, as the rival, as the competition, he's not supposed to praise me for doing something that he couldn't do. And that's the fact of the matter. You know, I beat Mikel Lawal way more comfortably than he did. And the facts remain, I didn't run around crying about it. So once he sees me kind of coast through and win despite injury, he's supposed to say, yeah, poor performance and you're boring and all these things. But facts remain, I'm the better boxer, the better fighter, and I can't wait to prove it.
Yeah, we're just looking at pictures of him in there with Chris Billam-Smith. What a fight that was. What's your latest injury update? I think there were one or two concerns about a rib injury that you suffered in that fight. What's the latest on that? Your fight with Mikel Lawal, I should say.
Yes, I saw this specialist earlier this week. I thought I broke one rib. I've actually broken 3 ribs. So it's just going to be a matter of time not training for a little bit because that doesn't help, you know, the speed of recovery. And then as soon as I get to a point where I can get back in the gym and start training, we'll do that. So it's more frustrating for me than even for you guys. I know it's such a enticing time to be able to create that fight between me and Isaac, and it would be great for it to be done as soon as possible. But I'm going to have to take the time out, recover, do what I need to do, and then prepare diligently to defeat him.
Just before I let you go, you almost stole my question there, but if it is a period of having to rest, it isn't necessarily a bad position to be in because there are other fights that other people can make. It is a terrific division at the moment. Just as an outsider looking in, if you're on the sidelines, I can't think of a time when the domestic cruiserweight division was as strong as this.
No, it's definitely spicy. It's definitely spicy. From British level, even like prospect level, we got great prospects. We got great fighters operating at the British level, cusp of world level. Like, it's a very exciting division. I think I've come along just at the right time. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of the names that we know now, they are reaching, you know, the tail end of their career. So I'm happy that I'm crashing into the scene at this point to be able to mix it with them and still be a part of this exciting phase because once they're gone, who knows how it's going to look. So I just feel very excited to be in the division that's thriving. And maybe if, you know, me and Isaac can't happen next, he'll fight Chev first and then I can fight him later in the year.
Yeah, well, it's like buses. We're waiting now. So we're waiting on everything to unfold. Everything's lined up. Let's see how it all unfolds. Thank you very much for joining us today, Viddal, and best luck and best wishes with your recovery.
Thank you. Love.